early in the morning.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bacon.
And UFC Breakfast with Corey Cotter and Sam Zayden. Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. UK. And UFC Talk Radio, the voice of the Toon Army.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another edition of The Breakfast Show here on NUFC Talk TV. Guys, we've had a little bit of time to debrief, calm down a little bit, I hope. But before we get into the big debrief session, guys, it's very, very good to be back. Very good to be back with all of you lovely people. Before we get into the swing of things, guys, as always, if I could get you to all put a like on the video, goes a massive way in helping me and Semi Boy and the NUFC Talk TV channel. And then always, guys, if you have any questions in the chat, just put a Q in front of that. Me and Semi will answer all of your questions throughout the show. Sorry we're a little bit late, guys. It is not the breakfast show without some major technical difficulties. My dad thought it would be a good idea to take off my microphone off charge to put on his iPad. So it has been a civil war in my household, mate. I'm not very impressed with my father. So now I'm stuck with this. I'm stuck with this gaming headset. I look like a bloody pilot, man. I'm not too happy about it, guys. But it is what it is. Semi Boy, how are you feeling, man? You're still seeing red, or you?
Good morning, everyone.
Bit, mate?
No, I've calmed down a bit.
Sounds like you've calmed down a lot there, Semi Boy. Major shift.
Look, I'll tell you why. I think I'm just overtired, mate. Man, I've been up since 4:30 without a bloody nap, mate. So it's look at me.
What are you doing at 4:30?
You gotta getting ready for work, mate.
What are you doing for work now? You're not running the shop anymore, Semi Boy?
No, not at the moment, no.
What's that, bro? A new gig?
Yeah, but it's delivering for like winnings and that.
Fire out. Semi's a busy boy then.
Yeah, mate.
Semi is
not doing
busy
too bad.
Boy. So Semi is half asleep on the show today, guys. So unfortunately, we might not get too many rants out of Semi boys. But...
No, you'll get some rants. Don't you worry. You get more rants out of me than you will out of Corey. That's for sure.
Guys, so we've got a lot to go over today. It's a very big show. A very big show. Every game of the season at the moment is always the biggest game, but this Everton game has a little bit of a different feeling about it, Semi Boy. It's walking into the unknown. It's walking into the unknown a bit, mate, with the inconsistency we're dealing with at the moment.
No, we do know what we are going to expect.
And what do we expect?
There's going to be no change. We're not winning the game. It's that simple. I literally have no faith in these guys.
Brother, you gotta get more sleep, man. You've gone from absolutely blowing up yesterday to being on ultra.
No, you know what? I was, you know, if we were on Monday and Tuesday, you would have seen a whole different me. But that game yesterday just killed it for me, mate. That was it. That was it.
So, Semi, this Everton game, mate. Obviously, you're not sounding too optimistic about it, Semi. But if there's one thing about Newcastle United, mate, if we lose one game, then the next game we're gonna win. But look, the circumstances.
Nah, look, I'll tell you what the worst part about it is that we're playing away from home.
Especially at this new Hill Dickinson Stadium, man. It's become a little bit of a fortress for Everton at the moment, Semi Boy.
Yeah, so is Old Trafford, but it is what it is. I mean,
Old Trafford wasn't too much of a fortress for Everton, mate. They bloody stormed through the front gates, knocked them down, so they're going to be coming.
I thought they were the home side.
Well, we're going to
but honestly, man, like, you know what? I actually have no hope for us that game. I have no hope. I mean, Everton have been a difficult beat this season, and they're playing at home, and we just can't win away. There's no such thing as an away win for Newcastle, so yeah, not even the slightest confidence in our team at the moment.
If you're looking at this game, I don't think a single thing really benefits Newcastle United about this game. For one thing, it's an away game, which is an absolute kryptonite for us at the moment. An away game is not what you want. It's in a new stadium. It's their new stadium as well, so they've had some very good form in that stadium as of late, Semi. And the Everton that we're versing, man, it is not the Everton of old. They look like a much more physical side, a lot more confidence. Signings like Jack Grealish and everything like that has sort of given Everton a new lease on life, Semi Boy. And look, man, you've got an away game, which is probably the worst thing for Newcastle United. You've got a new stadium, new surroundings, which does not help, especially
You know
if there
what?
are away
You
concerns.
know what's funny? Like, all right, look, whenever we used to verse Everton and you needed to go to Goodison, that was a place nobody wanted to go.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just dull. You know what I mean? And I think that, like, I get why we used to lose so many times there. But whenever you go to a new stadium, it's a new atmosphere. Everything's up to date. Yeah, it doesn't really feel much of an away game. Do you
Doesn't
get
feel
what I'm
like
trying to
much of an
say here?
away game.
No, whenever a stadium is new, it's not like going to an
Yeah.
old stadium like Goodison. It's different. Like you're more happier to go and play at the new stadium than you are to go to the old stadium. Why do you think people hate come and play in St James's Park? I mean, if you see their away dressing room, it's
No.
shocking. I mean, it's literally one square. It's probably the size of my garage, and you got 50 people in there. I'm not even joking. Like
It's like a
that's why
Cambodian
people.
prison cell, mate.
Exactly, that's what
Cambodian
it is.
prison cell.
It's like and they make it dull so that way they just don't feel like they want to play there. That honestly, that's what they do. Like now you go into a whole new stadium that way and or that way just won't be as bad as that as an example, and then you go out brand new pitch and you got so on and so forth with like it's actually it looks like an amazing stadium to go and play at, to be honest.
It does look like an
But
amazing stadium,
yeah,
Sam.
so
But this
like
is what,
you want to go and play there. That's my point. You want to go and play there. Where at Goodison, you don't want to go and play there.
mate. I
You're
don't know
dreading
about. I
that you're
don't think
going there.
we don't want to go to any stadium away at the moment, man. This is what I'm saying. Like this game, for me at least, there's not one thing that's really going for us at the moment. We've got one, it's an away stadium, our absolute kryptonite, man. Just any away game, I don't care if it's in bloody League Two, any away game is an absolute nightmare for us at the moment. So you've got that as a consideration. Then, like I said, the new stadium bounce has proved to be very, very strong for Everton. They've had some great results there, man, and they've put up some very, very good performances. And then third, Semi Boy, the win away at Old Trafford for Everton, that has to be. We're talking about catalyst for our season, like that Marseille game was. What that Manchester United game can do for Everton, especially with the way that they responded after being down to 10 men, that
You know
they're going to
what?
go into this game
I
really
I
confident.
praise Patricia Garnagay, honestly. I really do. I mean, for slapping his own team. I think most of our players need to do the same. Just start slapping each other. Wake up, guys.
Send Joe Linton the video link, man. He'll start bashing up everyone in the training ground.
Honestly, but and then you've got like no, it's such a must-win game for us. Like we really need to win this game. But honestly, I'm not even giving us a 5% chance.
You're not giving a 5%.
No, I'm not. I'm not giving us a.
Dumps.
I am that much in the gutter at the moment, guys. I mean, like we're more likely to get a bit of water coming down that bloody gutter than it is with Newcastle getting it away with.
Yeah, guys, it is like I said, I think Everton are going to be more than up for this game. I don't know if you watched the Manchester United game with Everton Semi, but they looked honestly, man, when they went down to 10 men for that entire 90 minutes, they looked like the better side. Not for a second did I think Manchester United were going to cause these blokes any problems. And you know what I learned from that game? Crossing against Everton with big Tarkowski, good luck, man. You might as well go home. That bloke is an absolute machine, bro. He jumps about 7 foot into the air. Whatever cross comes into the box, Tarkowski's going to deal with. I think Manchester United had about 9 or 10 crosses in the second half.
But you're
Bro,
talking about Tarkovsky like he's Rio Ferdinand. Relax, man. Like
you've been
we got
watching
a
him this
total bloke
season?
that I have been watching him this season. Yes, I've watched a few games.
Yeah, and you can't get across into their box. He's absolutely unreal, man. At
Oh,
defending
because
crosses.
I forgot we got the shortest Blake in the world. That's our striker. Hey, but you know what? Look, he will definitely have a field day if Eddie Howe wants to put Anthony Gordon back up front.
That's 0% chance happening, man. I'll put my entire life savings on that not happening. Then again, with Eddie Howe at the moment, mate,
You ready to lose it? Hey,
big
you know
up.
what? Honestly, I was nothing that like once I see the lineup, nothing will surprise me. I'll be surprised if he actually chooses a fully strength side. That's what I'll be surprised about.
Or at least we know now Eddie has absolutely no excuses going into this game whatsoever with team selection or whatever it is. But Semi boy, like I said, Everton, man, we're coming against them at possibly the worst time in the season right now after that win at Manchester United. Look, man, they defended so well, and even with 10 men, they were very progressive on the ball. Their counter attacks are absolutely deadly. And to defend with 10 men at Old Trafford, that's no small achievement, Semi boy. So I think they're going to have lots and lots of confidence of being able to shut us out. And I think we're going to see an Everton side that comes at us, to be honest, Sam, because they know that we're low on confidence. So it's a big worry for me this game. But we'll get into some team news for this game. Everton are looking pretty banged up at the moment. Braithwaite is still out injured. He's not expected to come back until January. You've got Roll, the midfielder. I'm not too sure who this is exactly, but he is out injured. Then you've got Patterson, the fullback. He's also out. And then Coleman got injured in the first 10 minutes of that Manchester United game. So, Semi, they are without three of their defenders. And then the big news, Idrissa Gana Gay is out for the game, thinking he is a UFC fighter. So, we're not going to be able to see Idrissa Gay going up and slapping any of his teammates. So that's going to be a little bit of a disappointment, Semi.
He's been watching too many of those videos, the slap contests, the one that can knock each other out. He failed miserably. Even his defender was telling him get off.
Bro, that's
He
the
had no
last
chance.
bloke. That's the last bloke on the pitch you want to be slapping in the face is Keane, eh? Big scary.
It's funny. He probably would have built him in the what do you call it, in the dressing room. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Boy, if you
Next
watch
minute in
that
training,
game at
he said, "Patricia
halftime,
gonna go with a black eye." Like,
but if you watch that game at halftime, Keane was gunning for the tunnel, man. He was
Was he?
gunning for the. Oh yeah, he was gunning for it.
What
Had
a
the coach
champion!
and stuff like pulling him back, bro. For that full 45 minutes, the only thing that bloke was thinking about was
He's
smacking
getting
Gay
back
across
at
the
his. I
face.
swear to God.
Just smacking him across the face. But
But you know what?
Semi,
Like, how stupid is he for doing that?
bro, get your
Like,
own. Like, what do you mean? That's
like,
criminal, eh?
like,
Absolutely criminal.
like, what are you thinking? Like 10 minutes into the game, you're slapping your own teammate.
You know what it was, but he came at him with a headbutt, bro. He was just walking up to him with his head down, like slapping him's a
No,
bit of a relax, but
because he came at him, he went at him. That's why.
yeah, I know, he was swearing at him, but he still went in for for a little bit of a cheeky headbutt, so I don't know. But like I
Look,
said,
I was wishing that both of them got a red card, but they didn't. I mean, it couldn't have
one
happened at a
slap.
better time for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Like I
they went
said,
and
Semi,
won, and it's just like even Manchester United can't do us a bloody favor.
yeah, they're never gonna do us any. They can't even do themselves favors, let alone us, man.
Nah.
But like I said, Semi, three pretty good defenders for them all being out with Patterson, Coleman, and Braithwaite all injured. So probably imagine a back four of O'Brien, Tarkowski, Keane, and Mikalenko. So it's still a very strong defense, even with those three injuries. And then you get into their midfield. They've got the ex-Manchester United midfield, Ghana. And then they've got another bloke, Tim E.
Ghana's not in.
Banam. No, Ghana is in. Ghana's in for the game.
Just the Ghana guy.
No, Ghana. The
Oh,
ex-Manchester
okay.
United, yeah. James Garner. So he's in there. And what do we have here? We do have a super chat from our good mate Warren. He says, Pokey, where's your cardigan, mate? You've lost weight.
Mhm.
That's criminal, mate. That is absolutely criminal, mate. Boki has been in fine form lately on the podcast, so I don't think he's gonna want to see that comment, Warren. But we appreciate your super chat, mate. Big up yourself.
Thanks, mate.
Big up yourself, Warren, as always. This Warren guy, Sammy boy, he must donate half of his monthly salary to this channel. Super chat every 15 seconds. This bloke, he is an absolute gem. So, Warren, we do appreciate you. But getting back into the Everton team, Semi. So they got Ghana, Irigo, Barnum, centre midfield. However you say that name, man, I'm gonna need a phonetic alphabet to try and produce that name. And then their attack is probably, for me, their the strongest part of their side. They've got Grealish, Dewsbury Hall, and the German Senegalese midfielder now in DI. with Barry up front, man. So it's a very, very strong side, Semi. And like we said, they are at home. So, look, man, it's going to be a pretty tall ask
It's
to
really
get
not a
3
strong
points here,
side,
man.
man. It's not a strong side. It's just we are underperforming. Like, if we were performing, we would not even worry about everything. There'd be like a walk in the park.
No, but
Honestly.
surely we've learned West Ham at that time were one of the worst sides in the Premier League, Semi, and we saw what happened there, man. So we
That's
can't
what I'm
take
trying to
anything
say. That's
for
what
granted
I'm
at the
saying. Like,
moment.
I'm not saying anything bad about Everton. It just shows you how bad we are. I don't trust my team. I don't trust my team to go out there and do the job. Because you know what? Everton will go out there and say, you know what? We've got Newcastle. It's a big game for us. We've got to win that game. We'll go out and we'll probably win it.
You know, the only thing that's given me any confidence, Semi, is how bipolar our team is and how we fluctuate between wins and losses, man. Like, it honestly would not surprise me if we went over to Everton away from home and we ended up winning 3-0 or something like you don't know what you're going to get out of this side anymore, Sam. Like, it's a lottery. It's a lottery going into these fixtures at the moment. I couldn't tell you what's going to happen. I don't have the slightest clue what's going to happen. Like, that's how unreliable we are at the moment, man.
I mean, it is hard to win the lotto, but still, in saying that, it just shows you how bad we really have been if we can't figure out what's going on. Like, that's like it's actually so like, bro. Honestly, like I could just go on another rant here, mate. Honestly, I can go on another rant.
Go on another rant, Semi, bro.
Mate, honestly, no, yeah.
Look
Mate,
at what this team has done to my mate. They've defeated him. They've ripped his soul out of his body, man. He's a shell of his former self. You look
honestly.
12 years older after that Marseille game, Semi. I'm bloody heartbroken.
Mate,
guys, if anyone's keen
you know
to do
what?
a new...
Yeah.
If anyone's keen to do a podcast on YouTube, I'm in the search for a new co-host because my one is officially dead and in the dumpster. This guy's knackered.
One-way ticket to bloody Rockwood. No. Like, mate, it's just so disappointing. Like, it is so disappointing, and it just makes you so angry that, like, mate, these games we should be winning them. Like, we shouldn't even be discussing, like, mate, are we going to win this game? Like, are we going to come out and play? Are we going to pass a ball like normal footballers should? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like we're trying to talk about an under 12 side.
This is what I like. If I look across the Premier League, Semi, like, I don't see another team that is as indecisive, as bipolar, inconsistent as we are at the moment. So, like,
Tottenham.
trying to give a tactical analysis of this game is pretty much useless, man. Because no matter what we say, no matter what pundits say, it does not matter. Because at the end of the day, there's not a person on this earth that can tell me they know what Newcastle United is going to do from a week-to-week basis. It is just so inconsistent. So, look, man, we can either go out
at
there,
least
we
we're
can win
great at
3-0,
that. At
batter
least we're
'em,
great
or
at
we're going to
that.
get we're great at being inconsistent. The only thing we're being great at the moment, guys. But we will do a little bit of I'll try and do a little bit of a tactical analysis of this game. But like I said, guys, it's really, there's not too much to do because we don't know what we're going to get out of this side. But
Honestly, I've got the ultimate tactic right about now. Instead of Pope playing at goalkeeper, I reckon we should put him in the midfield.
Play him as a striker, man. If you don't want to play Walter Mata, you can put Big Pope up.
No, midfield. I think he's a good. I think he'd be good and deadly in that midfield.
Big Joe Linton replacement.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, we've got another super chat here, Semi. I can already tell you it's going to be Warren without looking at it. And it is. Warren says, we're not only ones given points away. Liverpool. Look, man, how criminal was that, Semi boy? Those blokes are knackered. You think we're in a bad spot, man? They are knackered, Semi boy.
I hope long may it continue.
$500 million down the drain, man, for performances like this. It's absolutely criminal, man. I watched that game today. They looked like a League 2 side, bro. Like, I can't believe that they're the same side that was there last season.
Did you realize who won yesterday and today? Like, did you realize who won or not really? Who beat them?
PSV Eindhoven.
Yeah, we've got them at home.
Yeah, I know.
And who did City lose to?
By Leverkusen.
Yeah, and we've got
It's
them away
looking
coming
grim,
up.
Semi boy. It's looking absolutely grim at the moment, man.
Hey,
Look,
but then again, look, I'll be like, oh look, we still got PSG coming up, and then they just beat Tottenham. Don't worry about it. Tottenham is just a no name club. Don't stress about that. Tottenham's
but
Tottenham, baby.
yeah, we'll do a little bit of we'll do some because there's some interesting key matchups in this game, Semi boy. Obviously both of their left backs are out through injury now. Coleman is out, as well as
Ours has been out
Patterson.
too,
Yeah.
even
But Semi,
when he's fully fit.
so without them having a left back, Semi boy, you'd probably imagine that Harvey Barnes is going to get at this side and have a little bit of joy, man, because I imagine they're going to play one of the centre backs, whether it be O'Brien, in that left back position. So
To be honest with you, I actually think it's going to be Barnes, Gordon, and Voldemar that will start. Them three.
so who you putting on the right then? Barnes.
That's what I'm saying. Barnes or Gordon, either one.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. I think both of them have a pretty favourable matchup with both of their their left-sided fullbacks being out. So look, if we're going to try and look at some positives, looking at some ways we can win this game, man, we've got to look down that right flank. We've got to look down that right flank, guys.
I'm just thinking to myself, I'm starting to think like Eddie Howe. Yeah, we've got two right wingers, but let's put two left wingers playing right wing and left wing.
He's starting to corrode your brain, Sammy boy, mate. He's got to
He
be
is,
thinking
mate.
that there, mate.
I think it's going into all heads.
So yeah, Sammy, the left back spot is probably where I think we're going to find a lot of our joy is on that right hand side. And if we can get Tino back in his actual position, and Barnes, I don't care who plays on that right, whether it be Murphy, Barnes, I think whoever it is, as long as those people on the right flank can work together, man, I think we can really get down that Everton side on the left there. Because like I said, both left backs are out, so it's looking like a very, very weak side in their team. And then obviously their midfield has taken a little bit of a hit with Agay getting suspended. So if we play the tried and trusty three, Sammy boy, you'd probably imagine would have the edge in midfield too there, man.
Edge in the midfield.
Yeah, I think we're probably
Well,
going to have the edge in midfield.
that's supposed to be one of the strongest midfields in the Premier League that don't know how to play together anymore.
You're so negative now, Sammy boy, man. Get it.
I'm not
Red Bull, get
negative.
a
No,
coffee.
I'm not negative. I'm just telling you what I've been watching. I mean, what we've been watching is probably the reality. Maybe they were just overperforming for the last 3 seasons, for all we know.
So you're looking at this game, you don't see any way, you don't see
No chance. Not a chance.
I'm bloody knackered, Sammy boy, mate.
No, I'm not knackered. No, I'm just a realist. No, I'm a realist. I'm not knackered. No, mate. Honestly, if you think, no, I'm not depressing, mate. I'm telling you what I'm thinking because of what we've seen, mate. If you think that we've got any chance of winning that game, I mean, you're deluded.
What do you what? So you think we've got absolutely zero? There's no chance on earth that
No
we can
chance.
win this game against Everton.
No
What's
chance.
wrong with
And
you,
you know,
bro?
I'll tell you what's gonna happen. You know what? I've already seen this happen multiple times. We're gonna score in the first 5 minutes of the game, and we
I
are
don't
not
wanna see
touching
that.
the ball after that.
I don't
Mate, I'm telling you exactly. I've said it 3 times this season, so it's gonna happen again.
Bro, that would be the scariest thing, eh? If we scored in the first 5 minutes, I don't think one fan is going to be too optimistic, eh?
No, I reckon the away fans are gonna be like they're not even gonna cheer.
Because they know what's coming. They know what's coming. We've got another super chat here by Wazza, mate. Big up yourself.
Thanks, Waz.
Mate, you're going to be able to buy Chris a new car with all these super chats, Wazza, mate. Keep donating. You're going to be able to get Chris a nice, flash new car. But Warren says, I bought Boki a ticket for PSG. Kicked. Wazza, mate. Absolute gold as always. But, guys, we're going to get into a few of your comments here because my co-host is absolutely depressing the crap out of me. But, guys, can you blame him? I don't think you really can. But we'll get into a few of these comments. We'll have a little bit more of a look at this Everton game, and then we do have some news about potential transfers and Wisa. So we do have some news to talk about besides the Everton game, but let's see what all of you lovely people in the comments have to say. So we've got our first comment here by Craig Rington. Morning UK and evening to you guys in Australia. Are we getting more of Semi's rants today? Loved them yesterday, and I'm starting to move towards Eddie out. Mate, you can't even get a sentence out of this bloke. He's that drained at the moment, Semi boy. So I don't think we're going to get any bloody rants out of him at the moment.
Oh, trust me, if Corey is to wind me up, you're definitely getting some rants today. Don't stress. It's bound to happen. Yeah,
See,
just let him throw
work-
the bit of the rotting, mate.
Guys,
Just
I'm gonna
just get me something to snap on, mate.
I'm gonna strategically do this guy's head in until we get a major snap from Semi Boy, guys. So everyone in the chat, start triggering Semi Boy so we can get some entertainment out of him. 2 quarter phrase saying Semi Boy is now flaccid boy. Look, everyone's agreeing with me, Semi Boy, mate. He's drained, he's dead. Marseille has taken his soul, guys. It's a very sad sight to see.
It was a
Very sad.
36-year-old. It was a 36-year-old that took my soul away.
That's 100% right. We've got Lynn. Good morning to you, Lynn. Always nice to see you on the channel. Who else do we have here? We've got Kim Cam. A very warm welcome to you as well, Kim Cam.
Good morning to all.
Good morning to you. Then we've got Marco. Why does everyone think I'm Boki today, guys? Marco says Boki looks like Chewbacca with that cardigan. I'm Boki's younger brother, mate. I'm Boki's younger brother from another mother. And then we've got 2 coin of phrase saying, keep the faith. We have Hall and Tino both available. They will be significant change to our balance. See, Semi boy, a bit of optimism, a bit of spirit, mate, a bit of belief. That's all I'm asking for, Semi boy. Just a little bit of
No,
hope, mate.
I'm just expecting Eddie Howe to do what he shouldn't do, is change a winning formula, and he's not going to go back to a winning formula. Mate, it was too good to be true, so he'll change it up again.
There's not a chance in hell that this bloke does not play the 4-3-3 against Everton.
I
There is
promise
zero
you,
chance.
Lewis Hall is not starting this game.
He has to, Semi. It's
No,
literally
he's
his
not.
job on the line.
No.
What
What
makes you say
Eddie Howe
that,
just
though?
showed me how stubborn he is.
We've seen the fan reaction after this Marseille game. I'm sure Eddie Howe is very well aware of this, man. This is, like
No,
we said on the yesterday's breakfast show, this is one of his last chances to get these things right. If he doesn't start Hall and Tino, then it's almost the writing's on the wall at that point. So I do not see a world, I don't see a multiverse in which Hall and Tino don't start this game.
don't worry. Monday morning, you and I will be writing it on the wall.
So what do you think he's going to go with then? You think he's going to go with this back five again?
No, we'll go with the back four. But I'll put Dan Burn at left back, and then we'll play Shearer again, and Malik Chow, and potentially maybe Livramento on the right, if not Trippier. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. I can already see it happening.
I think we see almost the exact same side that we saw against City.
Yeah, no. Don't be silly. Why would he give us a winning formation? Why would he give us a winning formation?
Bro, I get you're sad, I get you're broken and everything, but we got to be realistic at the moment. He rested Waltemade, yeah, for this game.
So no,
Waltemade
will start. Waltemade will start.
Well, okay, we know Waltemade's going to start. It's the same with Hall. It's the same with Hall. He rested Hall because he's just come back from. I don't agree with resting Hall whatsoever, by the way, guys. But this is just obviously what Eddie was thinking. He's thinking we're going to rest Hall for this game against Everton. So if Hall doesn't start this game, then he has no excuse for the Marseille game, Samir. So that's why I'm saying Hall will start this game. I can guarantee it. Because his job's on the line, man. He knows how much better we play with those two at fullbacks. If he goes out there, yeah, and he puts Dan Burn at left back and he puts Tino at right back or Trippier at right, I don't even think Trippier is available. I'm not sure if he is available for this game, but whoever's playing right back and Burn at left back, like, he might as well hand in his resignation. Like, he might as well put it in now, man, because I don't think any fan is going to accept that. Like, this team lineup, Sam, that's like an hour before kickoff, we're going to know a lot about Eddie Howe. And I'm telling you, man, like, if we do not see that same team that started against Manchester City, then we've got no hope, bro, whatsoever. Like, knackered. Dan Bird might put in a shift at left back, but that's not the point. Like, yeah, he has to play his strongest side, and he's rested for a reason. So I'm telling you, it's going to be that same 11 against Manchester City. I'm confident of that.
I don't think so. I honestly don't. I don't think so.
Yeah, well, tell me why you don't think so, bro. Because I don't get where you're.
Because we've
thinking
seen
it's
it. We've seen it. It keeps chopping and changing.
We've
That's
seen
what it
it, but
keeps doing.
100%. But this is what I'm saying. If he has not learned the lesson from Marseille and he does this again, then I'll be with
But
you, man. I'll put
I
the
don't get it.
flag out Eddie Howe
We've
out.
said this. We've said this 6 times this season already. If he doesn't learn, if he doesn't learn, if he doesn't learn, if he my God, like it's like we're talking about a 3-year-old that doesn't know, mate. Stop touching. Stop touching. Okay, come on, man. He's not a 3-year-old. I mean, if he can't work out what the problem is, then obviously he shouldn't be doing that. Like he shouldn't be there.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting, man. Because
I'm telling you, after that game, I'm Eddie Howe out. That's it. That was it. That was it for me. That game
even
was
today,
it for me. Yeah, I'm still out. Yeah, he's still out.
even with a
Even
night's
if it beats,
sleep and
even if it beats Everton, he's still out. He needs to go
wow,
on a
Sammy
10-game
boy,
winning streak to redeem himself.
he's got to do that much for you, Sammy boy. A 10-game
Yes,
winning streak. That's the only way back.
yes. That's the only way back.
Well, guys, let us know what you think in the comments. I'm almost certain that we're going to see the exact same 11 that we saw against Manchester City. Semi thinks that we're going to play a very similar side to the Marseille game, but just being at a back four. But let me know what you guys think, because I think that this game is going to be won before a ball is kicked. I think depending on this lineup is how this game's going to go, man. And I think if we see anything similar to what we saw in that Marseille game, then we might as well give Everton the 3 points and start heading back home to Newcastle and find a new manager, man. Because I think he is absolutely
Honestly,
knackered.
mate.
Because Sam, at that point, yeah, if he starts Dan Burn at left back and he if he plays a back five, whatever it is, or he doesn't start Nick Waltomato, then at that point, it's just stubbornness and it's just him trying to prove a point that he's right. So I will jump on that Eddie Howe out bandwagon straight away, mate, if that is the case. But like I said, I
No,
just
he'll
think
start
Eddie.
Voldemare. He'll start Voldemare.
Yeah, but you're pretty convinced that
Yeah.
Dan Burn's
Oh,
going to start
yeah,
on the left.
I'm convinced that Dan Burn will start. I'm convinced, honestly, I'm not even joking, that he'll drop Barnes. He'll put Gordon at left wing. Jonathan, Tonali, Bruno, that's going to be our midfield. And who's going to be on our right wing, mate? For all I know, it might be Willock.
Yeah, we saw that against Marseille, guys. So, I don't even want to. I do not even want to think about it, Semi boy. So, what's your prediction for the game,
Okay.
Semi? Then what's your score for that game?
3-1. We scored the first goal in the first 5 minutes.
3-1 to Everton.
Yeah. Mate, I just told you. These guys went to Manchester United with their own player slapping their own player, and they still slapped Manchester United. What do you think they're going to do? What do you think they're going to do to a team like Newcastle that have no confidence? Come here, we'll have you for breakfast. Come here.
I'm starting to believe you here, Semi boy. I'm starting to get a little bit
Honestly,
worried.
but like, mate, look at the way they are playing. Look at the way we are playing. What makes you think we're going to go out and win that game? I told you, I've got no hope for this team. I've lost hope in them. And the only thing we live for as humans is hope. Honestly, that's why we live, because we have hope. We've got no hope.
Just drained, mate. Just absolutely drained. But if you do have any bit of,
I honestly, I hope they prove me wrong. I honestly hope they do, but I don't see it.
yeah,
Mate, the games we think we're going to lose, we end up winning. The games we think we're going to win, we end up losing. And then
that's what I'm saying. That's the only reason that I've got a bit of confidence is just literally because we just rotate from wins to losses. So that's my only hope in this game, is that we're just going to continue this same pattern of win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. That's my only faith. But in saying that, Semi, if we do see the team that started against Manchester City, man, we've got there's every reason
if we
can
see
win
that
that
team.
game. Yeah. And
If we
that's what
see
I'm
that
telling
team.
you. I'm pretty certain we will see that team. So, look, man, if we do see that team, I think I'm pretty confident going into that game. But if it's anything else other than that team that we saw against Manchester City, I am absolutely petrified for this game. But
Like
we
that's
do
what
have some.
that, a guy said yesterday. It doesn't make sense to me how you go and you play against Manchester City the way you went and played. Like we literally dominated them. That's what we did.
Mm,
Like we went out there full throttle. Just we almost battered them, and we should have battered them.
no.
And then
But
you
you
go
still
and
got.
you play the way you go and play against Marseille. And it's just like it's literally a head scratcher. You just think to yourself like, what is going on? Like how do you perform like that 2 days ago, and then you come and you perform like this 2 days after?
Yeah. Well, I just realised why everyone was calling me Boki. It's because I had Boki's bloody name tag under my
You,
name.
is it?
Yeah, I'm knackered, bro. I'm so knackered.
Oh, you don't even got Corey. You got it as Bogey.
I stole Boki's name, mate. I do apologise for that, Boki, if you're watching, mate. I've changed your name. I was wondering why everyone was calling me Boki. I'm like, what is going on tonight, man? And I look down at my name and just Boki underneath. So I do apologise for that, guys. I do apologise for that. But guys, I've posted the link into the
Mate, you
comments,
know,
guys.
honestly,
So
we shouldn't trust anything Bokey should say right about now, man. Like this, he can't even get his name right.
I'm not bloody Boki. Stuff
I
off,
reckon,
bro.
I reckon Corey in the exam. What's your name? Bokey.
Boki. That's my burner account. I just use AI. Boki's not even a real person. I just use AI to create an alter ego when I want to say some other stuff. So, Boki is me, and I am Boki. Um, but guys, what I've done, I've posted the link for this video into the comments, guys. So if anyone wants to jump on, have a say about the Everton game, have a say about the Marseille game with me and Semi Boy, come jump on, guys. Have your say. It would be very, very interesting to hear what all of you guys have to say about the game. But let's get away from this Everton game. We do have some other news coming up to look after. Some very, very bad treatment of the Newcastle fans over in Marseille. A lot of fans are reporting, Semi Boy, that the Marseille cops were absolutely battering our fans, man. Just not the sort of hospitality you want from these French police. Apparently, from a lot of these stories, man, a lot of bad treatment for the Geordies over in Marseille, which is pretty unfortunate, man, because you hear a lot of these stories about English fans going away on away trips. And the police absolutely batter. And I know you English can get a bit rowdy away on your away trips, but it does not excuse some of the treatment we saw um, from the Marseille police. So we're going to
Yeah,
get
but
into that a little
if,
bit.
was it the Marseille police that did the gas, the tear
Yeah,
gas, or was it?
I think that was
Or,
a part of it as well.
yeah, but was that the police or was that because I heard it was fans that did it.
I'll have to double check about the tear gas, man. But with the Daily Telegraph were reporting, they've done a piece about the Marseille treatment of fans over there. So there must have been some things that happened over there because the Telegraph did release a piece on that. So we will cover that pretty soon. Then we're going to get into WISA and AFCON as that is fastly approaching. And then we also have news coming out of Crystal Palace that Crystal Palace is pretty keen on getting a move for Joe Willock, which is very, very
Sell
interesting.
him.
So I mean, we haven't. He's done good when he's come on, man, but obviously Eddie doesn't trust him enough, and we
Sell.
hardly see him feature. So we're gonna get into that as well. And
Make
then
money when
obviously
you can.
there's
Just make money when you can. Sell him.
yeah. And then there's
Look,
obviously a
hey,
big
look,
news.
we'll give you Willock. Just do us a swap deal, and we'll give you £35 million for my gay. We'll be happy with that as well.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be stoked with that deal, man. What a fantastic bit of business, eh? I think only the Liverpool board are gonna do any dodgy deals like that, mate. That is for sure. And then we're going to finish off with the Smith news coming from the Netherlands. But before we get into all of these news stories, let's catch up with what you guys are saying in the chat. So let's see what we've got here. Um, so we've got Marco T watching Uncle Fester from the Anfield view lose his mind is funny to see. Guys, if you want to see a Liverpool fan in absolute crisis, go over there to the Anfield view and the Anfield agenda. Every Liverpool fan on this earth, man, was seeing red. Sammy, you thought your rants were bad yesterday, mate. You should have seen some of these blokes blowing up yesterday. It was
Yeah,
absolutely
I would be
top
too. I
tier
mean,
cinema.
you just spent 500 mil in the transfer window, and you've lost 9 out of 12 games.
Well, just on that, man, like how
I
this
mean,
has to be one of the worst title defenses I've seen in the Premier. I know it's not it was a Champions League game, but just regardless, man, their form in general, like how do you go from champions of England to the absolute dross that they're serving up at the moment, man? Like,
look, it's a bit hard to say. Yeah, I mean, like during the off season, I mean, like with Jota dying and that sort of stuff, it may have played an effect on them. You don't
that's
know. I
a good
mean,
point. That's a good
you
point.
don't know. But should they be performing the way they're performing? No, definitely not. I mean, if that team was to click, you do not want to verse that team. They're
Like you look
more
at
they're
that
more
team.
likely to they're more likely to put 5 goals on you than Manchester City. That's how good their attack is.
Well, do you think it's a case of just, obviously Klopp had just left the season before.
No,
A
don't
lot
think
of
so.
those players
Because
still
then they
know his
wouldn't have won it last
tactics, his
season.
system. Yeah, but do you think that last season was just the players, they knew their roles from the season before, they knew how to win games under Klopp, they knew how to operate, that got them through that season, and then you
Look,
see Arne
potentially,
Slot.
but yeah, potentially, but I don't think Arne Slot's a good manager.
We look at his recruitment that he's done this season, man. It's been absolute
It's
half
not
a
him
billion
it's not
dollars.
him. It's not him. It's the club that pulls those players.
100,
It's not
but
Arne
Arnie's
Slot.
he obviously gets a say on the players. The board's not going to sign your new manager who just won the league players who the manager doesn't want. So Arne's obviously had some input into some of these signings,
Of
man.
course it is, but players want to go play for Liverpool.
Yeah, we look at their signings this season, man. Like, has any of the signings hit the ground running this year?
Except for
Frimpong's
Ekitike, no.
been Frimpong's been injured. Kirkez is looking like one of the worst fullbacks in the league as of late, man. He looks lost. He looks like a pedestrian, that bloke left back, which is funny because at the start of the season, he looked like one of the bright sparks, to be honest, Kirkez on the left.
Mm.
And then you get into the big rat up top, a different player to the player that we've been seeing for us, just a different
Yeah.
player in general. So, look, man, Liverpool are in an absolute crisis at the moment. And
Yeah, Verts apparently is out till March as well, so
yeah, those blokes, they're not finding any luck as of late. And
good.
you imagine
I hope they get
two more
relegated
losses.
for all I care.
You'd imagine semi two more losses for Arne and probably get shown the door, mate, at this point.
Yeah, I mean, look, they probably will sack him. I mean, they can't afford to miss Champions League and Europa League or whatever it is at the moment because I mean they don't look like they're gonna make it. They're more likely to get relegated. I mean, they're playing worse than us.
Yeah, up to half a billion, man. That's just absolutely criminal. So,
Yeah, no. If you're
Marco, mate.
spending that much money, you should not be playing that bad.
Yeah, no, 100%. So then we got Kim Cam saying, "Can someone tell me, please, why Eddie Howe complicates games when it's simple?"
It's just the Eddie Howe way.
You don't want
There's no
anything to
other
be
there's no
too
other way
easy.
about it.
You don't want
Yeah,
anything to
no,
come
no.
too easy, Kim
I
Cam.
need
You gotta
I need
make
a
it.
challenge. I will challenge myself. If
How
no
can
one
I
wants to
get
be a
Dan
challenge,
Burn? How can I get Dan Burn into possibly every 11 that I field? Is there a
how
way I can do it? Is
you
there
know
a
what?
way?
Let's make Nick Pope have the most errors a goalkeeper will do in a season. Challenge accepted.
Is there a way that I can sign a goalkeeper on loan who can be our future first team goalkeeper for the next 5 or 6 years,
Hey,
and
that's
then
on
make him sit on
120
the
million,
bench?
125, 20,000 pounds. Yeah.
And then I'm going to make him sit on the bench the entire season, and then he's not going to want to join the club. So that Nick Pope can stay, and we don't need to sign a new goalkeeper. This is Eddie Howe tactics, Eddie Howe mathematics, semi boy.
No,
But
mate. Yeah, I reckon Eddie Howe has been working very hard with Pope, with his passing game,
nah, but to be
and
honest, Kim K.
and his running game.
But to be completely honest, Kim Cam, I don't know whether it's him that's overcomplicating his coaching staff or all of them together, man. But like you said, he's overcomplicating things way too much. That to change the winning system after we saw against Manchester City, to completely change that, not even to change the personnel, but to change the entire system. Like, you're 100% right, Kim Cam. At the end of the day, it is just overcomplicating things that do not need to be overcomplicated. Um, so it's a bit of a worry for me if he's gone, especially going into that game. He's obviously set out that team because he thought they were going to get a result. And I think every fan saw as soon as that back five, as soon as we saw that back five, that this game was going to be a difficult one. So you're 100% right, Kim Cam.
Look,
We're
I
just
think
overcomplicating
honestly,
things
when I
for
saw
no
that side,
reason.
I wasn't that annoyed. And then that first 5 minutes, the way we were pressing him, the way we created a bit of chances, then we scored. I was like, you know what, these guys are on. I said it yesterday. These guys were on, and I thought that's why we played that formation is so we could press them. But then as the game went on, I just realized, mate, it was such a bad move, wasn't it?
Absolutely knackered. That is for sure. Absolutely
Yeah,
knackered.
I think Eddie Howe needs a holiday,
Yeah,
and
look, mate.
I think it's a holiday at another club.
Look, I think if we lose this Everton game, then
Mate,
he's
I'll
probably
go.
got one more
I'm
game
buying
to
a
fix
one-way
it after
ticket to
that.
England just so I can drive Eddie Howe out.
Semi's couriering services for Eddie Howe, mate.
Mate, I'm
Semi's
gonna go there. I'm gonna drive Eddie Howe out. I'm gonna blast the players, and I don't know, probably get done up there or something.
Semi going to jail for the rest of his life up in Geordie land, mate. Honorary Geordie over there in the penitentiary for Semi boy. Then we've got Gogs. Gogs says Eddie Howe will play a strong side. I fully agree with you, Gogs. I do not think he has any cushion to be experimenting anymore, man. So I think we're going to see the exact same side we saw against City, and if that is the case, then I'm pretty confident going into this game, Gogs. So let's hope you are right, my friend. Two Coin of Phrase says Botman and Big Joe rested too. I know Joe Linton was definitely rested, but with the Botman one, it's a bit more interesting to be honest. The centre back pairing for me for the Everton game, um, going to be a very clear indication because, like I said, Eddie's obviously going to have to play his strongest side, and whoever we see in that 11 against Everton, we know that they're Eddie's favourites. We know that that's the strongest side Eddie can put out at this current time. So this Everton lineup is going to be a big indication of where Eddie Howe's head's at and who he thinks is the best team that he could put out. Because if we see Big Dan Burn at left back again, man, then unfortunately I think he has been found out.
Mate,
To be
look,
honest.
this game's at 4:30 a.m. on a Sunday morning for us. If I see Dan Burner at left back, I'm turning off that TV and going back to bed.
We do have our first caller on the breakfast show, Big Mel. So let's add Mel to the video. Let's get his thoughts and everything on the game. Mel, if you can hear us, mate, please no bad language. Otherwise, Chris is going to fly down to Australia and put a spear through my head, mate. So please watch your language, Mel. But I will add you, and then let's get your thoughts on the game. Mel, can you hear us, mate?
How you
How
going
you
there,
going,
Mel?
Mel? What did you make about the lineup when you first saw it, Mel? When you saw the back five, were you pretty optimistic going into the game, or were you concerned like the rest of most fans were? Yeah, I agree with you
Definitely.
there, Mel. I agree with
Look,
I do agree.
and look, you can make changes. No, you're right, mate. You're right, mate.
Big Warren, mate. What an absolute legend. It's good to finally talk to you, mate. I knew there was no bloke named Mel Gibson, so straight away I was a little bit suspect about this
Mel
call,
Gibson.
Warren. But he's put his name as Mel Gibson. But Warren, mate, it's awesome to talk to you, mate. And you're 100% right. I think all the fans were screaming for rotation. You obviously had fans like Win, who
Not
wanted to
whenever
play
you,
this.
like you said yesterday, we rotate players that aren't supposed to be in that position. You cannot rotate players that aren't normally in that position because you're not going to get the best out of them.
Well, like I said to the other guys, I said the only difference I've seen in that game is that they had a striker and we didn't. It was as simple as that for me.
No, you're
100%.
You know what I mean? Birmingham, the pretty boomerang or whatever you call it.
Mate, honestly, it was a boomerang, wasn't it? He just kept coming back at us, didn't he?
Mate, Chris is going to come back to the three of us if that's the case. We're on strict. Well monitored. Beautiful, mate. So,
But no, it's very disappointing. I expected to do better out of it. I was pleased to see that there was quite a few injured, and you know that may help us because they like to dig in everything, don't they? Not my favourite team, right, by a long shot.
yeah, well,
I think we can still pick it back up. You know, I still think we can win that 2-0. I'm still optimistic we'll climb up the league. Look at Sammy's face. He's like saying, I want
No,
The
it's
guy
not
is
that.
done,
No.
man.
Look,
He's a negative Nancy these days, Warren. He's a negative
no.
Nancy these days.
It's not that. No. Look, we always want Newcastle to do well. I don't care who's at the helm. I don't care who's the owners. I don't care whatever it is. We all want the same thing, which is Newcastle to do well. Nobody wishes their team to lose, and I don't want our team to lose either. I mean, at the end of the
Brother,
day,
you wished. You said yesterday on the
Yeah,
breakfast show
I
that
was
you
angry.
wanted
I was
us to
angry.
lose.
I was angry.
Eddie
I
Howe would get the sack.
like what Lynn said yesterday.
All right, I
Slack it
wasn't
off,
there
you'll be all right.
yesterday, but like, thanks for giving them up there. Well done, Corey.
Mate, he's bloody flip flopping already.
You can tell he's embarrassed because he's smiling and he knows he's wrong. Look at him.
He
Coloured.
knows he's been caught out, mate. He knows he's been caught out.
No. Like I said, look, at the end of the day, as much as I was angry
Get him
yesterday,
behind
I know what I
bars
said.
now. Get the bars up.
Mate, I wish I knew how to put him behind bars. I barely know how to do the live stream at the moment, Warren. So I'm gonna have to get Chris to teach me a bit on this computer.
Slowly, we'll be right.
Yeah. But I tell you,
So
look as though we came away unscathed anyway, like for the supporters, because I was a bit worried because, you know what I mean, it's not the easiest place to go to.
Yeah, well, Warren, you hear about the police treatment of some of these fans in Marseille, man. It seemed
Oh,
like
it was ridiculous. And do you know what I mean? And basically wait 4 hours, you know what I mean, before the game starts, and then another hour and a half afterwards. Flipping
lucky
heck.
the fans were even able to get in there for kickoff, man. Like, the treatment is just
Oh,
absolutely
no.
criminal, man. You hear some of these stories, and it does not sound like a fun away trip, unfortunately, for the Geordies. So
Yeah.
big up
But
to anyone who did make their way out to Marseille.
That's why
Yeah,
that's why I'm buying bookie ticket for PSG, because apparently we slagged PSV off something rotten at the game. So it'll be on all the platforms. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't look forward to go to PSG, like.
Oh, not a chance, mate. They're going to be out with their pitchforks and torches, mate. They're going to be angry. But Warren, it sounds like you're pretty confident for the Everton game then, mate.
Of course, without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Can you understand Geordie, like? Can you? Because I mean,
for
I speak Geordie.
I can understand.
Can you understand?
I understand Sam, mate, and I've known Sam for 7 years, so you've got nothing. I can understand you clear, mate. Clear as day.
Excellent. And I wouldn't take any notice of that Telegraph, because that's what Win reads, you know, the Telegraph. That must have been his piece in the Telegraph.
He has nothing. He just gets rid of the Telegraph. That is keep feeding him information that doesn't make any sense.
I wouldn't wipe my backside with that rag. I wouldn't.
Lucky, mate. I was about to go read their story, so I'll make sure I don't read that article, Warren. I'll keep it out of the show, mate. But
no, go read the Chronicle. Do better.
Warren, can I get your team for the Everton game? What do you think the strongest team we're going to put out? Do you think it's the same side?
Right. Okay. Well,
City?
let's stick Ramsdale in.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go for obviously Tino. I will go for Botman, Chow, and Hall.
Yep.
Same three in midfield, although we could maybe change J7, but no, J7 and Bruno and Thingamajig. Oh God,
Tonali.
what's his name again? Tonali, well done.
Tonali, beautiful.
And then up front, obviously, you've got
save him,
Walter
mate.
Marder, and I would stick with Bonds on the left, and I would have Murphy on the right.
Beautiful. I think that's a.
I think that's our best squad. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
No, but I do think we need to play a 4-2-3-1. That's my opinion anyway.
Mm. So I mean, unfortunately, it's like Walter Marder. He's came in. He's done his best. You know what I mean? He's been thrown straight in. But I don't think we played to his strengths. To be honest, I think that's still got to be worked at. And I think we need somebody
the formation
more.
doesn't suit him. The 4-3-3 doesn't suit Voldemar. We need to play a 4-2-3-1.
Basically, he's like a 10 or attacking sort of like midfielder for me. He's not an out and out striker, not like Wissa would be. Wissa's the finisher. He's the one in the box waiting for that ball.
Yeah. Well, you're 100% right, Ryan, because when we watched these Germany games, mate, we saw the 4-2-3-1 that they implemented. They play that double pivot. Then they've got Wirtz at the number 10. And then both of their wide players almost play right next to the number 10. So you saw Gnabry coming in centrally, overlapping Walter Made. So Walter Made had the chance to drop in deep. He could play that ball into Gnabry in front of him. He had Wirtz right behind him if he wanted to get further up the pitch with Gnabry in front of him. And then you had the right midfielder who was very close to play off him. And then you see in our system, we've got that stagnant 3 in midfield. And then both of our wingers are so wide, man, that they can't accommodate for Big Nick. They just it doesn't facilitate his sort of play.
No,
and in saying
it's a bit of a mixture.
It just shows the player that he is to be able to score the amount of goals that he scored in this system that is just not suiting him whatsoever. So
he's not the quickest off the mark either, is he?
Not at all.
When you look at Doku the other day, how fast he is, off the mark, and then you look at Walter Marder, it's like, there's like a 5-second delay.
That's the style that he's. I mean, there's not. We can't get the best of both worlds.
I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking him, but I'm saying
dribbler and speed. Like, I mean, that was.
But it's what we're used to. When you think, like when we play the press, though, he's not fast off the blocks. Like, for all, Ratface, he's gone, but at least he was like quick.
Yeah, he was quick. Well, look, he was a very creative player as well. Yeah, Alexander. As much as we hate him, I mean, he was an unbelievable player and is an unbelievable player. He just hasn't found his feet at Liverpool. But once he does, I mean, nobody really wants it to happen. But once he does, they're going to be scary. Man.
And if we do get rid of Willock, like I was saying in the comments, I was saying I'd rather not Guy. I would rather go for Wharton because I think Wharton's a bit of a baller. Like he's a good young player. Him like.
We need players that are going to improve our side. So we need a centre attacking mid. If we could find ourselves a great or a very, very good centre attacking mid, I mean, I'll rather go for that than.
Oh yeah. Well, that's Javi Simmons. I was surprised we didn't go all out for him because he's one of them who breaks the lines. He's a right little nippy. Sort of like 1-2. He would work really well with Walter Mod, actually. I would think.
Yeah, you're both right, but unfortunately, we've heard.
Honestly, I'd go for somebody that's raring to go, and he's very young, and I mean he's got an absolutely amazing future. Wineri from Arsenal, because he doesn't start for him. I mean he would be a player.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mate, Wineri is.
I kind of see them selling them, like,
absolute baller, man.
Well, that's the thing, guys. Like, we're all talking about this number 10. I think number 10 would suit our style of play so much better. Like Sam says, a
Of course it
4-2-3-1 I
does.
think would suit us perfectly. But we've heard Eddie Howe
Yeah.
multiple times this season and in previous seasons that we do not play with a
Mhm.
number 10. And that is a direct quote from Eddie. So do you guys think that's even a possibility that we can bring in a number 10? Because it doesn't seem like Eddie
Well, yeah,
plays a traditional
because
number
We
10.
need to.
we need a plan B and a plan C. And I'm a little bit peeved with Bruno because Bruno should be the manager on the pitch, and I don't think he's got the voice to shimmy the players up when things are starting to drop off. You know,
Yeah, he just cowards away a bit, doesn't he? Yeah, I fully agree with you there, mate. He's not the sort of vocal captain you want on the
no,
pitch.
he make a tackle and just like raise his arms to the crowd and try to get we're going, but it's not the same as like rallying the troops. I
Yeah,
think he's
well,
got to
he's
start and have
great.
a voice.
He's great when we're ahead of games and we're looking comfortable and, he's getting the momentum up, he's getting the crowd going at home. But like you say, Warren, we're in
Yeah,
the dumps when we need a voice, when we need someone to reach out and galvanise the team, mate. He's not really doing that,
yeah.
is he? Which
Yeah.
is
Well, I
No,
mean,
unfortunate.
you look.
it's going to be interesting.
You look at Shaka. He went to Sunderland, and he's basically pulling all the strings on the pitch. He's even having a word with the manager and saying, "This is not right. Get it changed."
Oh,
That's what he should be. He should be like that.
I
Yeah, I
fully
mean, but
agree with you,
he's
mate.
got a bit more quality.
I fully agree with
Shaka.
you. But
Who?
would you say,
Mm,
Sammy?
I'm saying
What's
Shaka's got a
it?
bit more quality. Like
Than
Shaka's a
who?
good player. He's a very, very good player.
Over Bruno, are you saying?
Yeah, but
No. I wouldn't
it's
put
what
him
we need
over
though. Like I
Bruno.
say,
I'm
the
saying
voice.
he's a quality player, but I'm saying I'll put him over. I'll put him over Jolinton any day of the week.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
do have to agree
Well, in
with
that
Imagine
that.
case,
having
we need an
Shaka,
attacking
Jolinton, and
midfielder
Tonali.
with a gob on him.
Yeah, but I think we need to send an attacking mid. We need to send an attacking mid.
I agree.
Yeah.
But
We need some
Warren, mate,
flair. That's what you're saying.
Warren, mate, before we let you go, I want to ask you two more things. Obviously on the
Too.
Wisa situation, mate, it's been a nightmare. It's probably a little bit of an understatement, mate. He's shortly going away to the AFCON, and if he does make that final, which to be honest, I don't think he is, he will be gone for an additional 4 weeks, mate. What have you made about that whole situation, and do you think
Just
another number 9 in January or the
just
summer is
ridiculous.
necessarily?
Well, the thing is, I can understand, you know what I mean, his love of his country, but the fact that he hasn't played like for what would be like 6 months, you know what I mean, that would be a joke, I think.
Literally 6 months. If he gets to the final, we're not going to see him for another additional. We won't see him till after the new
Yeah,
year. So,
and he's 29. He was 29 when we bought him. By the time we play him, he's going to be 35 or something.
mate, we're going to
Yeah, at
have to
this
It's
be
rate, mate,
just
taking
yeah,
him out onto the
definitely.
field in crutches.
Yeah, definitely at the moment.
So, Warren,
yeah.
mate, do you think that additional reinforcement in the number
What's your
9
What's your
position?
next point?
Just on that though, do you think that we need to bring in another striker, Warren, in January or the summer, or do you think now we've got these two, we've got to stick with these two, and a
Defo.
third might be too many options?
No, Defo. I said we need two. We need two in. And in fact, I'd say three in because we need cover for the fullbacks. We need somebody in with a decent record who can play second fiddle to Whistler and Voldemort, and we also need that attacking flair midfielder. Whether we get them on loan, I don't know. But Villa done similar like last year when they were like fighting on all fronts, and it nearly paid off for them. So I don't see why we couldn't do the same.
I do agree with you, mate. I do think
Yeah.
the more the merrier, and the more options that we have is always going to be a big, big bonus. And then lastly, Warren,
Yeah.
before we let you go, mate, 'cause we'll try and get one more person on, but it's been great talking to you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Smith, the midfielder from AZ Alkmaar. Look, we've had lots and lots of talk about him probably for the last 3 weeks. It is being reported today that a fee
Mm-hmm.
of around 22 million for him is expected. Do you think that
Yeah.
we've got too many options in midfield, mate, at the moment, or do you think because obviously he's going to want to play first team minutes, he's going to want to have a starting spot in the team, mate. So do you think we try and find someone a little bit stronger, maybe someone who's a little bit uh, more
Well,
ready at the
both I
moment,
would
or
say. it's obviously, see, if we sell Willock for 20 million, then we get Smith for 20 million. But he's going to be a working project, isn't he? You know what I mean? We want somebody who is firing, really. You know,
100%. Yeah, I
somebody
agree
who
with
was
you.
like
Look, I
half
don't mind
decent, who
getting
was
Smith.
played.
I don't mind getting Smith, but as long as we get somebody that's ready to go as well.
See, this is my
Yeah,
biggest
but
concern about
I
this.
don't think he is. You know,
No, I'm saying I don't
it's a
mind
hard,
getting him,
it's
but we
hard
get
coming into the
somebody else as
Premiership. You
well.
know what I mean? From what he's been playing in his league, to go into the Premiership and expect him to do. You know what I mean? It's just too much to ask, in my opinion.
Oh, I agree
Yeah.
with you, Warren. And that's the other thing. Like, if he comes, nearly every report that I've seen about this player is that if he's coming to the Toon, then he wants to be a regular first team player. And I just don't think that he has. I don't think he's got the credentials yet to be doing that, mate. And
Mm-mm.
that's the last thing we want. We don't want to bring in
No.
another midfielder who's unhappy and who's going to cause distress in the dressing room, mate. So for me, it's a very
Yeah.
very risky signing. The price tag, you're not going to get many midfielders for that price tag in Europe, let alone world football. So the price
No,
tag for
you're
me
talking
looks
about
great.
40, 50, 60 million for to get it. You know what I mean? A proper one in. I don't know. See, like
100%.
Elliott's done nothing. Harvey Elliott for the Aston Villa, he's done nothing, and yet he was like really playing well when he was at Liverpool. You know, every time I seen him play, and for the England under 21s, I think he would be a better
Well,
project than, you know what I mean, somebody from a different league, a lower like league. You know what I mean? It's just. I
I
think
think
Yeah.
that's a
apparently
great
he may
shout,
be
to
up
be
for
honest,
grabs
mate.
if they don't play him. So,
I think that's a
but
very very
like
good
I said,
point.
he's somebody in that ilk. With it's not going to cost too much, but he is a little bit proven in the fact that he has had a lot of Premiership games.
And you are right, mate. Especially with Harvey Elliott, I don't think he is going to have the expectation of starting games week in, week out like this Smith is apparently having the
Mm,
desire to, mate. So I think he'll be just a better option in the dressing room as
yeah,
well. To be honest, he's not going to be causing a big fuss and everything like that. So I think that's a very good shout, mate. But
yeah.
Warren, mate, it's been an
You know,
absolute.
you know what Eddie's like though. Sorry, you
Yeah,
know
hundred
what Eddie's
percent.
like though. He likes to bleed players in, so you wouldn't probably see him for a few months anyway. And if you know what I mean, he's got to get Ruddy off the bench because, like, you know what I mean, Ruddy seems to be, you know what I mean, ahead of like some of what you would consider is, like, you know what I mean, players that should be on the bench, like Neve and, you know, like up and comings.
Yeah, 100. Well, mate, we're going to start saying 3 goalkeepers on the bench soon instead of these
Oh, it's
academy lads, mate.
that oh, that bugs me. That, like, that's one of them ones I just think, oh yeah, no.
It's true. Having two
Anyway,
goalkeepers on the bench is criminal, mate.
I'll let I'll let somebody else on. But I was just to say
Warren,
hello anyway to you still, and you know what I mean.
nah,
Thanks,
Warren, mate,
was.
it's been
Nah, it
absolutely
was good.
class, mate. Like I said, when you put in all the super chats in, mate, you must put half your pay salary towards Chris's new car, mate. So it's
I
always
don't
great.
work, mate. I don't work. I'm an invalid, so it's all me. Honest, it's all me. I can't really say in case anybody's there. You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
government's
mate.
watching.
Yeah, mate, be smart. But Warren, mate, honestly, it's been absolutely class to finally hear your voice, mate. Put a voice to the name. And, mate, anytime you want to jump on the breakfast show, whether it be tomorrow morning or whatever, mate, just shoot us a message and we'll
Mm,
have you on straight away, mate. You've been class, Warren. Absolute
yeah,
class.
lovely, jubbly.
Thanks.
Nice, like I said, nice speaking to you, mate.
Nice to
Thanks,
we'll
mate. Thanks,
speak to you
Warren.
soon anyway, Warren. Try to jump
Have
on
a great
tomorrow
day,
if you
mate.
Okay,
can, mate.
so long, so long. Bye.
Take care, Was.
See you,
Take
mate.
care, mate. Bye. Well, that is our first caller on the breakfast show. It is always very nice to get a Geordie point of view because me and Sammy, we love this club, but it's always a different viewpoint from an actual Geordie. So it's great to talk to him. But guys,
It is, but we do need to spend money on that centre attacking midfield. If you're not going to do that, at least play the formation and play your three players that you keep trying to play it together, as in like with Murphy and Barnes and Gordon, mate. You know what, mate? If you want to play them three, put Voldemare in front of him and play a 4-2-3-1 with Tonali and Bruno behind them. I
yeah,
think that
but
will
like this
work.
is,
I honestly
bro,
think that works.
I fully agree with you, Sam. I 110% agree with you, man. But like at the end of the day, what us fans see and what we think needs to happen, it's a different story to what Eddie thinks. Like we've heard this quite. He said it more than once as well that we do not play with a number 10. And I don't think he's going to change that. We've seen how stubborn this bloke is, man. So if we go and spend 50, 60 million, however much it is on a number 10, then there's a huge chance that we don't even see this bloke play, man, because he doesn't like a number 10. He wants to play his 3-6s, his 3-8s, and he doesn't want to have that bloke who's, he's focused
Well,
on
look, mate, if
midfielders
we're
trying
not,
to get
if
forward.
well, at the end of the day, we need to progress as a team and as a club. And if he can't progress as a manager, I mean, he's got to leave. It's that simple.
Yeah.
We need somebody. We need somebody that's going to give us more attacking flair, because whenever we go one goal up against West Ham and we sit back and we let them and we allow them to hold the ball, we're going to lose to West Ham. I mean, what you're doing is not working,
Yeah, 100%.
and you're going to see it again on the weekend.
No, I agree with you. I do agree with you. But guys, I know we've missed heaps of your comments talking to Warren there. But it, like I said, it's very good to speak to someone else, get a different viewpoint on the breakfast show, guys. So we're going to quickly do a quick run through some of these questions that we've missed. And guys, I'm going to post the link to the video in the comments again. So if anyone else like Warren wants to jump on the show, have a chat to me and Semi, let us know how you're feeling about the season. Then I've just posted that link in the comments again, guys. So anyone is more than welcome to come on. Like Warren, you don't need to have your camera on, guys. So come on, come have a say. But while we wait for someone else, let's get into a few of these comments that we missed. So we've got a question here from NUFC Truth. He says, question. So Liverpool can sack a manager based on bad results, right? Because they have standards. Why don't we have standards? Sorry, he won the Prem, Howe won the League Cup. Standard of fans are low. Well,
No, it's
NUFC Truth, I think
not as in standards. Our standard as a club right now should be aiming a lot higher, considering we've just broken our drought. All right, we want something bigger. We want something better. It shouldn't be, oh yeah, let's go for the League Cup again. I mean, that's just a mediocre sort of mentality. And if people are happy with that, I mean, that's the club you're going to get. And at the moment, that's the club you're getting. And honestly, I'm not happy with that. That's not what I want. I want us to be continuously in the Champions League, because the more you make the Champions League, the bigger your squad's going to be, the better your squad's going to be, and the more you're going to compete for bigger trophies. I mean, I don't want the Carabao Cup. I'd rather go for the Premier League. I'd rather go for the Champions League. Those are the sort of cups I want. But if you guys are happy with the Carabao Cup, I mean, might as well keep going for it.
Yeah, but bro, we're like 4 or 5 years into this process. Liverpool have been
Exactly.
a club competing for how long
Exactly.
now?
I mean, but it just shows you how far we've come as a club within 4 years. Because you got to remember, it's only been 4 years. It hasn't been 5 years. I think it just hit 5 years in October.
Yeah.
Or 4 years
Well,
in October, sorry.
Just on
But
that,
I mean,
NFC
like,
Truth,
how far have we come?
I just think the situation is a lot different in UFC Truth. I think Arne is obviously getting a lot more flack because, like it or not, Liverpool are a bigger club than us. They've spent $500 million, and they're the reigning Premier League holders. So there's obviously going to be a lot more criticism for Arne Slot than there is Eddie Howe, mate. So I think all those sort of factors contribute to that, mate. And you are right, though. Eddie Howe does need to get criticism, but I think Arne Slot and Eddie Howe situations are a lot different, mate. So I think that's why he's probably getting a little bit more criticism. But in saying that, NUFC Truth, Eddie Howe isn't short of any criticism, mate. He's been getting hammered at the moment, mate. So it's an interesting one for sure. But thank you for your question, NUFC Truth. Then we've got Choppy in the channel. Choppy says, it's been reported that Eddie Howe is going to Liverpool because he misses Isaac and Newcastle are getting Ange Postecoglou. Choppy, mate, if that was the case, then I would have woken up in the worst multiverse in human history, mate. And I'd be trying to find the bloody teleporter machine to get out of this universe, mate, because that is a knackered. That's like a Black Mirror episode. I don't want to hear nothing about
What,
that.
you don't rate Ange?
Not a chance, mate. I don't care if
You don't
he's
rate
Aussie.
Ange?
Nah, I don't, man. Not in the Premier
Really?
League, I don't anyway. Nah, not in the Premier League.
No, look, I'm not biased. I already told you. I don't even go for Australia. I mean, I can't stand watching them play. I'm not biased to Australia, like, you know what I mean? But Ange is actually a good coach. I mean, everywhere he goes, he does tend to win things.
Mate, if you're winning a trophy with Tottenham, I don't care who you are.
Mate, he finished 17th and won the Europa League and put him in the Champions League, and see me, I got sacked. He had like
With
12
like-
injuries.
With the worst injuries you'll ever see in human.
Mate, you know, if
history,
Eddie
man.
Howe was to finish 17th and he won the League Cup, far out, we're building him a statue. Come on, guys.
Then we've got Gavin
We
Fuller
have
saying,
got to be better as a club. We've got to be, our main focus should be bigger and better, not just a League Cup and 10th spot. I'm not happy with that. If that's the club we want to be, mate, I mean, what's the point of us supporting it?
big expectations from Semi Boy.
Of course, mate.
but,
We've got the richest owners in the world. If we don't have expectation, if the fans aren't demanding expectation and winning big trophies and like Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues, I mean, what's the point of these guys owning us?
It's a very, very good point there, Semi Boy, and you can't
Come on,
be
mate.
blamed for that, mate. But let me pump through a few more of these comments because we are quite far behind on the comments. So, guys, I know we usually get through a lot more comments on the breakfast show here, but we've had Warren come and join the show, and it was a great chat. So, if any of you guys want to come join the chat and have a say on the video, the link is in the comments, guys. So, click that link and come have a chat with me and Semi Boy. And guys, if you do want to ensure that your comment does get read in case we miss it, just do a small super chat and we'll make sure that we read that straight away. But let's get into Gavin's comments. Gavin says, Liverpool have too many egos. Everyone wants to score. You can't just put names together and think it works. Didn't work for PSG when they had the Galacticos. Another
Hey, look,
very
it's
good point by you,
like
mate.
that is good. Look, at least we don't have those egos, and none of them want to score.
None of them bloody get to it
Hey,
at the moment, mate.
no, it's not even that. None of them want to pass because they don't know how to. Oh, give me the egos, baby. Give me the egos. I'd rather that. I'd rather at least all of them trying to score than none of them knowing how to pass.
Then we've got two coin of phrase saying, when Tonali went down feeling his leg, his intensity in that game was lost, unfortunately. Yeah, man, I think Tonali in that game, obviously the assist was pretty incredible, but after that, he had another chance to play Barnes and Gordon in the box. Both of them were open into the box. The bloke just took a lazy shot straight at the keeper. And then I feel after that, he was pretty stagnant. So that's a good pickup if that's when
Everyone
it happened.
was.
But I do agree with you, man. Yeah, I think everyone was. But Tonali as well was a little bit disappointing, but like Sam
See,
said,
that's what I'm
what
trying
it
to say.
was.
Yeah, it's very rare for you to see so many bad performances from so many players in the one team, in such consecutive games. Yeah, it's just like
Yeah,
I
craziness.
don't know where it's gone wrong. I can't tell you whether it's like I said, whether it's the formation, whether they're falling out with Howe, whether they don't like Howe. I can't tell you. But I mean, for the team that we were last season and the season before that, and even the season before that, whenever we made the Champions League, I mean, we don't look anything close to it, man. Nothing. Like,
Bro, I don't know if this is a simple answer. I don't know if this is too much of a simple answer, but like when I look at it, I literally think it's just down to the fullbacks, man. Like this season, it sounds so dumb, and it's a bad excuse.
no, it
because
doesn't. It really doesn't.
You can't have 3 injuries, and that is the whole reason that your season is derailed. But for me, the team we look like with our two fullbacks and the team we
It's
look like
unbelievable.
without those two, it's night and day difference.
It
So
is.
for me, I think the whole reason this season has been so bad is because of the recruitment in those positions, and we haven't found the replacements for Tino and Hawk.
No, I agree because we play so much better whenever we've got Hall and Livramento playing together in the same team.
Yeah,
I agree,
honestly think that's what it
100%.
comes. I think that's just what it comes down to this season. Because every time we've seen those two together, it has been a fantastic game, a fantastic result.
No,
But
no,
when we
you know
don't
what?
see them, it's the complete opposite, man. It's the complete
I know.
opposite.
I want Dan Burn at left back.
Shut up, bro. This guy's got CTE. He's got brain damage after the Marseille. I'm gonna have to go take him for an X-ray on his skull. The guy's knackered. But we've got a question coming in from Darren. He says, "How does Big Dan Burn fit in? Does he stick Hall on the bench, or does Big Dan Burn start at centre back in place of Shah, leaving him and Botman on the bench?" No,
Look,
no, no,
mate,
no,
no.
no, 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 no,
Oh, mate, West
no.
Manchester guy in a game whenever we want him. Man. Send him to Darren's house.
We gotta get. I think he's just asking the question to be complete. I don't think he's asking
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
No,
But
that's all right. Look, no, mate. You got to start Botman and Chow. You have to. Lewis Hall on the left, Livramento on the right. You know what?
yeah,
That's
sort
got to be
yourself
our
out,
back
man.
four. We do not have to look at it. We don't have to change it. All right. If you want to play Share and Burn, all right, play them. Play them in the Carabao Cup. Play them in the FA Cup. Doesn't bother me. That's how we can rest our players. But in the big games, for the love of God, play Hall, play Livramento, play our best side. You can't just go and play your best game against Man City and make 6 changes. You can't do like it's criminal.
Yeah, it is absolutely criminal, man. It is
It's
so.
criminal.
I think enough of us fans have seen the blueprint for success. We're gonna burn as a backup centre back. I'm more than happy for that. Every day of the week, he can be a backup centre back. And then I think serious recruitment needs to be done, whether it's in January or the summer, to bring in younger and faster fullbacks. As much as I love Kraft, he's not up to that job. The same with Trippier, man. I love Trips. Like the first signing of this new era that we've had at Newcastle, I love that bloke to bits. But I just don't think he has the legs for it anymore, Sam, as well as a replacement for. Like, I just think we need younger and
No, no,
faster
no, mate.
fullbacks as
We need to
replacements.
get rid of half our players, man. We needed to get rid
Yeah.
of. Look, we got rid of half of them, or most of them already. We need to get rid of another half. It has to happen. That
Yeah.
backline, most of it has to go. We need reinforcements. Even in
Nah.
our midfields, even though we've got Jacob Ramsey in and we've got Willock has to go. Like I think if we could sell Ramsey, sell him. Get me somebody better. We need better players.
No. No, I
Because
agree
if
with you,
you
man.
want to consistently make Champions League, this ain't gonna happen. We can't have these sort of players in our team.
No, I fully agree with you. I fully agree with you. But
Mind
let's
you, I don't think
catch.
I will ever see an assist or a goal from Jacob Ramsey this season. I promise you. It's not going to happen. And he's meant to be a centre
Uh,
attacking me.
I thought he done all right when he came back on, but he was still a little bit of a passenger the other day. But let's try
Passenger.
pump through a few more of these comments because we are very, very far behind. Gavin says, if Botman or Barnes have a couple of poor games, they get dropped. But if his favourites play crap like Gordon or Pope, they don't get dropped. So the rest of the squad see this, it's not good. Well, Gavin, this is what I'm saying, man. I think when we see this lineup against Everton, this is going to be a very, very clear indication of who Eddie Howe believes is his strongest side. I think if we see Gordon at left wing and we see Burn at left back, then man, you might as well just resign on the spot. I don't think Gordon or Burn should be starting this game. I think it should be Barnes on the left, and I think it should be obviously Hall on the left. So I think that needs to be the side. And if we see anything else, man, then we have been found out. Eddie has been found out. But let's quickly get to this super chat that we've got here. We've got a £5 from Warren, mate. Big up yourself, Warren.
Thanks,
Big up
Warren.
yourself, Warren. Absolute legend, mate. Wazza says, just remember what I said during the game. Put your foot on the ball, man. Was too freaking frenetic. Modric type for keeping leads if we drop back. I don't understand the question, Warren. I might be a little bit brain dead here. What did you say? Just what I said. Put
No,
your
it's
foot on the
just,
ball.
no, like,
Bit knackered comment there, was I?
look, no, it's more what he's trying to say is that, all right, if you're going to score a goal early, you don't just sit back and allow the team to hold all the ball. That's what he's sort of trying to say. Like, mate, honestly, we need to stay on the front foot. That's our best football.
Yeah.
That's what we did against Manchester City, and we created unbelievable chances.
No,
Like, come on,
100%.
man.
Just quickly, Still Bad Dad, mate. If you still want to join the video, we've put the link in the comments, Still Bad Dad, mate. So come and join the link, guys. We want to hear what you guys have to say about the games, about the season as a whole. So that link is down in the video, guys, for anyone who wants to come and jump on for a minute. But let's keep powering through these comments. We've got Queenie. Welcome, Queenie. Always good to see you. Welcome to the Wazza live on the Breakfast Show. It was a very, very good debut for Wazza and would love to see more of you come and join. And then we've got Darren Lee saying it wasn't the brightest move to slag PSG off. What was the fans thinking placing a target on our backs if we go to that game? Well, Darren, you've got a very, very good point there, man, because those PSG fans, they're gonna give the Newcastle away fans going to that game a very, very hard time. Like it's gonna be so hostile, Semi boy. Like you don't
Well,
imagine.
look, we went there. We've already been there. I mean, like we know they know what to expect. I mean, like, if you don't know what to expect, be prepared. That's it,
Yeah, but did you see all
mate.
the
Get the
videos?
fists ready. Come on, ready to rumble.
Those blokes are absolute savages, guys. So
You
if
know,
we do have
I
any,
honestly think it's just the French fans. I just think the French fans, they're not all there.
bro, that's harsh. That's I
No,
thought
no.
the
I mean,
Marseille fans are not too bad to be honest.
no,
I
no.
saw
That's
a
what I'm
few
saying. I
videos
was
of them.
saying French fans in particular. Like they're not. What do you call it? I
Yeah,
mean, they're very
they
aggressive.
just see red. They just see red, bro. It's like the English fans back in the 90s and the 80s. They just see
That's what I
red.
mean.
So
It's like Green Street hooligans, man. We're like,
So,
yeah,
guys, if you've got
cool.
any Geordies going away for the PSG game, be safe, guys, and take some martial arts and jiu-jitsu classes before you go over there or stay in the hotel. We got Boke here, one of the other hosts on the very good to see you, Boke. He says, looking forward
There
to
you go, on the
getting this
backs.
ticket from Wazza. Very good to see you there, Boke.
Hey,
Who
we
else?
got Boki in the chats and live.
It's top, top, top. Then we've got Zachariah Bullet. We've got an Arsenal fan in the chat, guys. There's only one thing for that, and that is, oh, I don't have the clown music anymore. Chris has taken away all my stuff again.
Oh, come on.
Bro, all I can
We're
give for
about to
that,
go
unfortunately.
dancing.
Oh, that sucks, Chris, man. You're sabotaging me show. You're taking away all my songs. You're taking away my sound effects. I'm not happy about this, Chrissy, mate. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. But yeah, always good to have other fans in the chat, but maybe not Arsenal fans, mate. So I'll see you later there, Zachariah. Then we've got Aaron Robson saying free Ekatike, man. Free
Hard,
Ekatike, get him
free
out
him.
of that.
Free him to the tune. You know
See you
why?
later.
So he can tell us no again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then we've got a
it said
comment.
no to us twice. I mean, as if we do it a third time.
Then we've got another comment from Lynn Simpson. Can't see Weisler going to AFCON. Disgrace if he does after not kicking a ball for us. Lynn, I'm almost certain that that decision's been made. I'm pretty certain that he is going away for AFCON.
Of
And
course
like we were
he's.
talking about with Warren, if Congo somehow miraculously get to the final of that competition, then it's going to be an additional 4 weeks, an entire month from the start of that thing to see him back for us. And last time he went on international break, we all know what happened. So for me, that is a very, very scary proposition.
I could just see him
Support
getting,
AFCON.
if they make the final, getting injured in the final.
Well, that's the thing, man. You also got to remember that Weiss going to this tournament with no football in how long? Like since the start of the season, he hasn't played a game. So is his body? Is he even going to be physically ready to go and play a
Nah, of course
tournament
he'll be
as
ready. Of course,
physical?
yeah, he'll be
Oh,
ready.
I don't know, man. It just
Look,
worries me
at
as
least
well.
he'll come back fit for us.
It's true. At least we have a bit of game time under his belt. It's probably the only
Game
positive
time.
I can take.
Blake's playing more games than Newcastle during the week.
So at least he'll get a bit of experience on the pitch, and we'll be able to finally see what he looks like this season. Because, like Warren said before, he is 29. He's only getting older, so it's a bit of a worry for me. That is for sure. And then we've got Kim Cam saying young players disappear under Eddie Howe's wings. Yeah, look, we've seen Miley come through, we've seen Hall come through, but I don't know if you can. Besides those two, man, like you're pretty right with that Kim Cam. I wonder with Shola going and getting in a new loan manager and everything like that. And we have been focusing a few on some of these young academy players throughout the league. So hopefully the academy is going to go through a bit of a revamp, and we start seeing us generate some talent through the academy, because an academy is such a big part. If you want to be a big club these days, you need to generate
100%.
revenue off that.
We need to invest massively into that kind of 100%.
And we've seen with this new transfer approach, apparently we're going to be going into the Brazilian market, looking at some young lads there, some younger European wonder kids. So hopefully we do see this academy take off, man, because it will be a big, big strong suit if it does. Then we've got a new person joining the breakfast show, Chili H1Y9Z. Man, we need a strong centre back like Tiao. I think Botman's pretty. I think all of our centre backs are pretty strong there, but I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
you
just
mean
think they're
strong
very
in
slow
terms of
with pace.
quality. Yeah, I don't know if you mean strong as in terms of quality or physicality, but I think we've got some pretty
No, they're
physical
all
centre backs at
physical.
the
No,
moment.
they're
Yeah,
all
they're
good. They're
all
all physical. I don't mind them as
absolutely.
defenders, but I don't. I just they lack speed, especially Botman and like Bird and shit. Like they all lack speed,
Yeah, they get caught
so
out. They get caught
they
out a bit.
definitely get caught out. So I mean, like it's not their fault they're slow, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I blame our midfield. I don't blame them
Yeah, no, I fully agree with you, man. It's just
because if our midfield
just
did
not
their
able
jobs, I
to.
mean, they wouldn't have to keep chasing their tails.
Yeah, just covering for always just covering for other people at the moment. That's always seems to be the case at the moment. Um, But guys, we've got a lot of comments in at the moment. We're probably going to focus on all of your guys' comments for the later half of this show. Guys, if you have just joining us at the moment, we spoke about Willick potentially sealing a move to Crystal Palace. There is interest for Joe Willick. We spoke about Wisa and the AFCON situation. And then we also spoke about the 25 million fee that is being associated with Smith from AZ in the Netherlands. And he's obviously wanting to play a first team role. So that's most of the news that we've covered so far. So for the rest of the show, we're probably going to focus on your guys' comments. If you have any questions at all, or if you want to come and join the video and have your say, the link is out for that, guys. So come and have your say if you want to, or if you have any questions for me and Sam for the rest of the show, just put a little Q in front of that in the comments and we will make sure we get to that. And then we've got another new person here. We've got Geordie Howe, man, saying Big Brother is always watching. We quite literally have a Big Brother watching all of the videos at the moment. So we've got to be on our best behavior, which is very, very hard for two blokes from the west of Sydney, trying to watch the language and everything like that. So me and Semi look like our heads are about to explode. We're just trying to substitute words that we can't say on this guy. So it's a bit of a challenge. It is a
Yeah,
bit of a
our
challenge.
vocabulary and our dictionary is just all swear words, guys. So we're trying to minimize it. We're just trying to minimize it as much as possible.
Yeah,
Hey, look,
getting two Aussies.
I think we're doing a good job.
Mate, getting two Aussies to do a 2-hour podcast every day without swearing, we should be
Well,
getting
every
Guinness
second
World
word should
Records
be
for
a
this.
swear word.
Yeah, we should be getting Guinness World Records for this at the moment. So what else do we have in the comments? Same from Chile says Eddie should give Lewis Miley time.
No,
Look, man, I
I
don't.
mean he's already. Mate, the bloke started more Champions League games than he has Premier League games this season, and he's played more in the Champions League than he has in the Premier League. Mate, if you can work that one out for me, I don't know. Honestly,
What are you trying to say that he
what
doesn't deserve?
my point is, mate, I would start him with Tonali. I've already said this, and I've said it multiple times. He is a player I would start with Tonali and Bruno. I think whenever he's on and he's playing in that midfield, those two tend to play better. Why? Because he is a better footballer than most of our midfielders.
Yeah, we saw Miley more like 2 years ago than we've seen this season when he first broke through. We saw a lot
Two
more of
years
Miley than
ago,
we have.
but apparently he's better when he was 17 than he is when he's 19.
We saw
I
more
don't
of
know.
him then, so
Yeah,
it is critical.
the more he matures, the worse he gets.
But I 100% agree with you, Chile. You know, for a player to have that ability at his age and his frame as well, we can't forget he's an Eddie Howe perfect player. The bloke's a 6 foot plus, very, very strong player. So Eddie Howe should be loving him, but for whatever reason, I think Joe Linton just a little bit taller, a little bit stronger. So that's probably why we're seeing him getting pushed out of the team there,
No,
Chile.
honestly, man, I don't get why he doesn't start. I actually think he's such a class player. And obviously, the more you play someone, or the more you obviously play, the better you're gonna get. If this 20-year-old just keeps sitting on the bench, what do you think his talents are going to waste? That's what they're doing. Like you've literally you've had a gym for 2 seasons and seen how you just don't want
Yeah,
to use him.
I
Yeah,
agree
no,
with
that's
you.
fine. Don't worry about it.
We've got a comment here from Jack saying Corey sounds like he's speaking through a pillow. Guys, if you're just joining the show, I was right 10 minutes before the start of the show. I've gone to go set up the computer. I've gone to go set up the stream. And I had my microphone on charge. I get back into my room. I have a look at my microphone. And my dad has taken my microphone off charge to put his bloody iPad on the charger. So it was a civil war in my household, guys. So if I do sound absolutely dreadful, it's because my dad's trying to charge his iPad for his extracurricular activities later on in the night, mate. I don't trust what that bloke's doing on that iPad. So I'm
Mate,
not too happy with the old
excuses,
man.
excuses. That's your voice, mate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I hope it's not too bad, guys. I'm literally talking through a gaming headset, so I do apologize if my audio is a little bit crappy today. I do apologize. And then we've got Kim Cam saying, creating Eddie Howe cult will keep the Toon down the backing order. Not exactly sure what that is about. And then we've got a question here from NUFC Truth saying, question, from when we are last season, it took Klopp 3 years to win the league and just over 2 years to win the Champions League. Sorry, we've spent 750 million in 4 years. Time for a new manager. Look, I don't think you're in the minority here in UFC Truth. I think the large part of the fan base does want to get Eddie Howe out at the moment. But for me, man,
See, that's what annoys me. Yeah, that comment in particular. That's what annoys me. Okay, he spent 750 million, but it's not like he's finishing 10th. He's made the Champions League twice, and you got to remember he didn't spend 750 million in the first season that he was full manager of Newcastle when he took us to the Champions League and took us to our cup final. And then he obviously spent a bit more money. We obviously didn't do much that season after because of all the injuries we had. But then obviously spent that extra money as well. But then took us to a cup final, which we won, and put us in the Champions League again. But that's what kills me, is whenever you've spent all that money, don't worry, let's not worry about what happened that he has to go. It's the form we are in now, because our team is so much better than what it was back then. So how could you get so much? How can you do so much better with less players, and now do so much worse with better players?
I'm telling you, Sam. I think the whole thing just comes down to the fullbacks. Like, our system relies so heavily on the fullbacks, man, to get at them. Like, we've seen this entire season, Dan Burn, when he plays at left back, the bloke just wants to bomb forward, which is the role of the fullbacks in our system. But whenever he has done that, we've seen Joe Linton have to cover him at left back, and we always get caught out when that's the case. So when Dan Burn bombs up forward, Joe Linton comes into left back position, then we're stuck with two in midfield and we just get overran. The passing becomes dreadful. We can't complete 6-yard passes, and the whole team is just out of position. So I think literally all of our problems this season, they stem from these fullback injuries. So I think it is an absolute necessity. It's critical that whether it is in January, whether it's in the summer, we sign 2 fullbacks that can cover those positions. Because unfortunately, Kraft's on his last season of his contract. The bloke's, look, he played 1 game, then he came in against West Ham, I think it was, and he looked absolutely knackered. So it's obvious that Kraft isn't up to the job anymore, as great as a servant he has been. Trippier, one of the best players that we've seen at the Toon in recent years. But for me, the bloke just isn't up to that role anymore. His legs are given away. And even when his legs aren't given away, he's so sloppy in possession like lately, Trippier. He's not the player he used to be. So for me, I think it is absolutely critical.
I feel like our starting 11 aren't the players they used to be. Because they're all playing like Trippier.
Yeah, but in UFC Truth, mate, I think it all stems from the fullback situation. And look, man,
Look, like I said, after that Marseille game, I am Eddie Howe out. I've already said that was it for me. That sort of tipped me over the edge. I was Eddie Howe in the whole bloody season, the whole season, even before that Man City game.
You're not going to get Eddie Howe out of me just yet, mate. But
No, I'm Eddie Howe out. That's it. That was it, man. That was it for me. That literally was the tip of the iceberg, because you can't give me a performance like Manchester City against Manchester City and then give me that performance against Marseille. No. You know what? I am done with it. I am done with that. That is just rubbish.
Alrighty, but yeah, alright.
No, rubbish. Don't alrighty. Yes, you should be agreeing with me.
I agree with you, man. It's all rubbish, but I'm still not going to bring myself to say I want Eddie Howe out of the club, because I think it's
Howe out.
Yeah, good on you.
Just
on you.
how?
You want a round of applause?
How is he still
around?
around?
A round of applause, Sam? There you go. There's a round of applause. Good on yourself. It's not gonna fix anything, man. Like
I get
who
more.
are you
I
gonna
get more
bring
of a round of applause than these Newcastle players do these days.
in? Shut up. This guy's knackered. Let's keep pumping through these comments before we finalize the
It's
show.
past my bedtime, mate.
We do have another question coming from G Fuller. He says, "Do we give Eddie the money we have to spend? Because if he fails, we then have nothing for a new manager to spend. 100% we give him the money
Well,
to
look,
spend,
we
Gavin.
we were supposed to spend money in the summer transfer window. But look,
Bro, but that's the
it was
thing.
an.
That's not Eddie Howe's fault,
Can I
though.
talk?
Yeah, go talk.
Oh, bro,
Talk.
like this guy just
I was
like
gonna hear
rudely
this guy
interrupting me.
criticize Howe for
No,
15 minutes. Go.
I actually was not. I was actually backing him, but you rudely
Ish.
interrupted me. So you know,
Go.
no,
Go,
yeah, no,
Sammy.
we were supposed to spend big money this summer. That was our aim. But then whenever you don't have a sporting director that can't get players over the line, what do you think is going to happen? We're not going to spend any money because basically 90% of our targets went to other clubs. 90%, I reckon. I'm not even joking. I actually think it's 95%.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why I say to Gavin's question, 100% we give Eddie the money to spend because ultimately that summer transfer window was not down to Eddie. Like Sam said, it was down to the lack of organisation by the boardroom and the
Organisation.
staff. There was no organisation for the summer by the staff. There was no coordination. We had no director of football. We had no one. We had Eddie Howe's nephew doing the negotiations. Like, this is how bad the summer was. So you can't criticize Eddie Howe for the summer and for the players that we brought in because I guarantee you the players that we brought in, besides Malik Tiao, they weren't on his list. They weren't in the priorities.
No
they
way.
weren't the number one sign.
No
Exactly
chance.
right. So
No chance.
and then if you look
Mate,
at all the signings,
I think me before the podcast, I'm more organised than what Newcastle were during that summer.
yeah, and I can't even sort out my headset, so that goes to prove how bad the
How bad we
organisation
were.
was from the club.
So yeah, see that's where I feel sorry for Eddie Howe. I feel like that's where the club let him down because we had money to spend and we should have spent that money. But then you don't have a sporting director all summer, which is basically where he does his job in signing players. What are they doing?
Yeah.
See, that's where I feel sorry for Eddie Howe. But where I don't feel sorry for Eddie Howe is whenever you keep giving me performances like the performances we've been witnessing, and then you give me a performance which we expect from Newcastle, like what we saw against Manchester City. Come on, man, you're better than that. Because our team isn't bad, even though he didn't get half the players he wanted, but the team isn't terrible. We've got a very strong side, but we're playing like a bunch of girls.
I'm just going to stop you quickly, Semi. We do have a report. Thanks, Connor, working in the background, feeding us all of our information. Connor, top man, always trying to give us information in the background when we're doing the show. So big ups to yourself, Connor. But Keith Downey is reporting that Newcastle United are formally asking UEFA, French police, and Marseille to investigate events at the Stade Velodrome as away fans left the stadium on Tuesday. NUFC staff observed travelling fans indiscriminately assaulted by police while shield, batons, and pepper spray was also used. So this is coming directly from the club. An investigation has been launched. So look, like we were saying before, guys, the very, very scary situation for away fans. A lot of away fans are obviously taking their kids for the first time to away European nights. And stuff like this is just stuff you do not want to see at an away game. We've got the game coming up against PSG. We saw a lot of our fans chanting some funny chants about PSG. So you can imagine that environment's going to be pretty hostile. But at the end of the day, football is football, and no one should be getting hurt over a game.
Mate, exactly. Yeah, I don't get it, mate. I don't get it. I don't get why. Like, it's a game of football, and we all love the game of football, right? I get you're passionate about your side, and I get your like we are. I mean, like we've gone all the way from England to France just to watch the game. But like, I don't get what it is. I don't get why there's so much aggressiveness towards this like with these fans. Like I didn't get it.
Well, that's the
And
thing, Sam.
and
It's not even coming from the fans. It's the policeman, which
it's,
is
it,
even more. That's
like
way
that's my
more
point though.
concerning,
Like,
man. Like what?
but I don't get it unless obviously our fans have done something, but I highly doubt it. I mean, like, what are they going to go out and do?
Regardless, man,
So
even if the fans are piping up to a police officer, as a police officer, you need to be the bigger man in the situation and realize these are drunk football fans trying to enjoy their time. You don't need to go assaulting away fans coming all the way from another country into your city. You're trying to show a bit of hospitality with your pepper sprays, your batons, bashing these fans. It's just criminal, man. Like, if you want to kill football, then
hospitality.
allow your police to do that. That's
That's
a
five.
Marseille
That's 5 star,
hospitality.
mate. That's 5 star.
So Marseille hospitality, but it's just not good enough. And I hope these police get reprimanded because, look, if you want to kill football, that's the way you do it. You get the police to start bashing away fans, man. It is just criminal, to be honest. It's
Like you know what?
yeah, it's
Sometimes honestly, whenever like as fans in general, like even whenever you want to go to a different country and you want to watch a game, whatever it is, but sometimes you just think about it and you're just like it's not worth it. As much as you love to go and watch your team and support your team or whatever it is, but I mean, you don't know what sort of trouble you're gonna get in, and
yeah.
like it's the environment you're going to which you don't trust, and I feel like it sort of ruins football.
Yeah, just guys, very, very disappointing situation in Marseille. Look, I hope the investigation by the club finds the police responsible because, like I said, they're the people trying to protect. They're the people supposed to be protecting us, and you know, if they're bashing us with riot shields, pepper spray, and batons, and it's absolutely criminal, man. I don't care who you are, what you've done. It's not good enough at the end of the day. You would
No
never see
chance.
that happening by the British police or most police in other countries. So it's just criminal. But yeah, I just wanted to break that, guys, before we continue on with your comments.
Look, the
Very,
main
very
thing, as long as
disappointing.
everyone got home safe, that's the main thing. Like, I think like
100%.
that's what we want. As long as everyone got home safe, back to their families, that's it, guys. But as long as you had a good time out, but obviously some of you guys didn't. So
Yeah.
hopefully you guys are all good. That's the main thing.
But let's quickly, guys, we've got about 5 or so minutes left on this video, so we're going to try pump through all of these questions that are left. If you do have any last questions for me and Sam, guys, just put a little Q in front of your question, and we'll make sure we try and get to that before the end of the show. But we've got a criminal comment here by one of my favorites in the channel. Gavin Fuller says, "I would love to see Hoare playing in midfield. I think he could break the lines because he was originally a midfielder." Mate, we have seen how bad we are without Hall at left back. If we go and chuck him into midfield, man, I will resign as a Newcastle. I will just quit at that point. I reckon that'd be. Look, I think it would be a good idea. It would probably work, to be honest, but we do not have the depth to be playing that. We've got about 6 midfielders as well, man. So, Gavin, mate, I usually love your comments, but I gotta disagree with that one. And I imagine Semi probably disagrees with that too. Nah, do you agree with
I'm
that,
shocked.
Semi?
I'm shocked, mate. Like I'm lost for words. Look,
Uh,
Bukayo Saka was good enough to go from left back to right wing. I just don't think Lewis Hall's there yet. And I think if there's one thing and one position we are screaming out for is a left back. But let's just go take our left back and throw him in midfield.
I love you, Gavin, but that's a bit of a criminal one there, mate. And we've got a super chat coming in by the one and the only Wazza. Big up
I
yourself, mate.
was.
Wazza says, "Bullies with guns and riot gear, French ignorance." Yeah, mate. Look,
Yeah,
not the first time
definitely.
we've heard about this over in France. So very, very disappointing, man. I hope a big spotlight gets shone upon that because it is simply not good enough. But big up yourself, was it, mate? Top
Thanks,
man, that is
was.
for sure. Then we got one from Lynn saying, "I'm still Eddie in, but Pope in goal on Saturday might just tip me over to the dark side." Oh, Lynn, if I
Look,
see Pope in goal,
I,
I'll join you.
Lynn, I've already told you. Come. We are all in this together. We will see you on the same side on Monday morning.
Oh God.
Mate,
Then we've got
I will put my house on a bet right now that Pope is starting that game.
I'll bet you, bro. I'll take that bet every day of the week. I know Eddie's a bit smarter than that.
Well, you
I'll
think Pope
take
is
you
not
up on
starting?
that. No way Pope's starting, bro. You can't. You honestly, you physically can't start Pope after that, mucker.
Corey.
You can't. I know he
Corey.
won't do it. He's not that dumb. He's not gonna do it,
What?
Sam. He's not gonna do it
No,
again.
no, he is.
He's not, bro.
Yes.
If I
I've come
see
to realize he is. I've come to realize he is dumb.
bro, oh, Eddie, don't do it. You're gonna make me look like an absolute pillock, man. If you start this bloke in goal,
You are a pelican.
You've got me, you've got Win, Eddie. The last two blokes defending you, yeah? If you do this, mate, I'm joining Sam.
No, mate.
I'm joining
I was defending you basically till yesterday. Mate, how I think you have hit the spot, mate, and I think you've done what you can for the club, and we do appreciate it. But I think it is time for you to walk away.
I have to agree with that, man, if he does start Pope. But let's quickly pump
No,
through the
you're
last
starting
of
him, mate. You're starting him. I'm telling you. I'm putting my house on that.
Yeah. We got a very, very good
I'm a
comment
be a
here.
millionaire. I'm a be a millionaire.
We've got a really, really good comment here from Darren on Shola, the loan manager. We've done a segment on Shola and the loan manager position. A lot of fans are questioning, what does Shola even do? Is he more of a club ambassador? What is his role? So I think Darren is elaborating on that a little bit. So Darren goes on to say, just goes to show we have a loan manager who is next to useless and still employed by the club, aka Shola. He then follows that up with Shola jobs description. A football loan manager oversees strategic development of players sent out on loan, ensuring they progress to meet the club's first team objectives. Well, mate, if that is his job title, then I think it's pretty safe to say he is failing, man, because all of the loans at
Failing,
the moment,
mate. I think
shocking,
the club
eh?
has been failing at that for probably the last 30 years.
Yeah, between the academy and loaning out players, like there's just you might as well
Academy.
just had
We've got no
Eddie
academy. I
Howe's
mean, if
nephew
there's,
back
I
in there.
honestly think they need to spend a lot of money into that academy. They got to pump some money into that academy.
Well, they are.
Start finding some gems, man. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, well, they are pumping money into it, and hopefully we
It's
start
about
to see
time, man. We've got such a big area to choose from, and play like kids can come and play and that sort of stuff. Like, come on, find players, mate. There's plenty of them. Why can't other clubs do it and we can't?
Yeah, no, criminal, mate. Absolutely criminal. Then we've got one from Choppy, a question. He says, where would you rather live, Newcastle or London, and play for Arsenal?
London and play for Arsenal.
Wait, what? You'd rather play for Arsenal than Newcastle?
Who? No. I'm
You?
saying as a player, players would rather go to London than go to Newcastle. It's normal. It's the same.
Oh,
It's.
is that what he's? Yeah, is that? Yeah.
I'm saying as a
If that-
player, where would you
yeah.
rather go to? Would you rather go live in Newcastle or would you rather go to London and play for Arsenal?
I've been to London, man, and I thought it was the most boring city that I've ever been to be honest. I definitely would have
Oh,
to go
did
back
you?
to London.
I actually loved it. I loved London. Look,
Did ya?
yeah, I did. I loved it. I've been to a fair bit of countries, man, and I actually love the UK. I think it's an amazing country. You know what? I think because it's close to home. Because it reminds me a lot of home.
Yeah, I think I didn't like. I just came back from a month in Berlin, and I went straight to London.
Mate,
so I think it was a bit of a-
I gotta give all the cab drivers in London as well, mate. Honestly, mate, you'd be stuck in traffic. They stop the meter for you.
You know what the most
If you were
criminal thing in London is, bro?
if you were here in
Haircut.
Australia and you catch a cab, forget it, mate. You're getting robbed. That's what you're getting.
Bro, you're getting robbed. I remember I went to London. I first got off the plane after a month and had to get a haircut, bro. I think I spent like £70 on a haircut there, bro. That is
£70.
criminal behavior. That is criminal behavior.
Look, I don't even think a
can't
70.
stand
I don't
London.
even think a £70 bloody haircut can fix you.
Yeah, I need a lot more than a bloody haircut to fix this rough head
Oh
of
my
mine.
you should have spent it wisely.
We've got Wazar the legend saying Shola Amiobi, son of a preacher man, and been living on a prayer still today. Yeah, look, I don't think anyone's too happy with Shola. I'd love to see Shola stay at the club, but as an ambassador, I'd like
No,
to.
no, 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 no. Just get
I
rid
just
of
don't
him.
want to. I don't want to
What
see
do you
him in an
mean?
official
Hmm.
position.
Bring
That's for
back,
sure.
bring back the king, King Kev.
Chop,
Bring him back. He's
uh,
a bloke that knows Newcastle in and out, man.
yeah. Then Kim Cam, speaking on the Marseille situation with the police, saying French police does not care, harsh by nature and training historically. Well, Kim Cam, it's not the first time we've heard these stories um, about the French police with football fans, man. So I don't know what it is, but it's definitely a reoccurring thing, and it's going to drive football fans away from France. So I think it's just a very, very silly situation, and it needs to be rectified by the government over there because you're going to see a lot of fans not going away to those away trips and
Yeah, man. Like it's not a good look for the French, is it? I
yeah,
mean,
it's
no,
definitely not.
definitely not.
Choppy saying
No.
the same thing. He wouldn't go to France for a game, so I think everyone in this chat is all on the same board. And then we've got L Simpson saying, I agree Eddie Howe's summer was horrendous. We didn't get players till the end of the window. No preseason, no time to gel, but that doesn't excuse his team selection and in-game management. Now,
See, that's what I agree with. I'm with you on
yeah,
that.
that's a very balanced comment, Lynn. I do have to agree with you. I think
Balanced comment, I agree, definitely.
the
That's
transfer
that's
window
that's
is
as I say, they hit the nail on the head, mate.
yeah, the transfer window definitely not Howe's fault, but what he is doing with what he's been dealt, leaving a lot to be desired at the moment. That is
Hmm.
for sure. That is for sure.
Definitely.
But guys, with that, it's probably going to wind up the last bit of the breakfast show, guys. As always, it has been an absolutely incredible time with all of you lovely people. It's really good to see a lot of new fans coming and joining the breakfast show. Love to get a lot of different opinions. Big up to Warren for all of his super chats tonight and joining the live stream. Guys, not many other people wanted to come and talk to me and Sammy. I don't know if it's because of our ugly faces or what it is, but guys, we're back tomorrow morning live getting ready for Eddie's House presser. So if you guys want to come jump on tomorrow morning before the presser, me and Sammy are going to be live at the same time. So come jump on, guys. Come join the chat. Big up to Darren, Kim Cam, Choppy, Lynn. I could go on forever. The amount of people in the comments. Yous are absolute legends. I know I say it, I probably sound like a broken record, but you guys are the reason that we enjoy doing this show so much. We'd be absolutely bloody knackered without you all. So big up to all of
100%.
yourselves. And Semi, you got anything to say to these lovely, lovely people
Nah,
before
thanks,
we hit the
guys.
hay,
It's always
mate?
a pleasure having you guys, and definitely we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. And look, hopefully we could be a bit more optimistic, but mate, until an away victory, I don't think that's going to happen. But we'll see.
That's it, guys. Well, we will love yous and leave yous, guys. Go have an amazing day at work or whatever you guys are doing, and we will see you tomorrow morning before the presser, guys. Big up yourselves as always. Take care and see
See you
you
later, guys.
tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.
Early in the morning. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bacon.
And UFC Breakfast with Corey Cutter and Sam Zayden. Monday through Friday from 8:30.